Hi guys, I'm back. September 22nd, right here in South Ozone, Queens, New York. I guess you know why I'm saying that, because last week I did an impromptu visit to make a dream of mine come true. I couldn't believe, you can work on stuff in life. Some things may take 20, 25. This one took maybe 30 to 35 years after I first laid my hand on a piece of paper. I finally met with Mr. Peter Da Silva that you heard me talk so much of. For some reason, I don't know what drew my attention to him, but for a long time I was really intrigued by the guy, and finally, after starting out on a project of finding the origin of grass track, the people that started it, where it started and all of that, I finally came across his name again, and it led to me meeting him finally last Sunday at his home in Naples, Florida. So that's why I kind of mentioned I was back home. And you can see my familiar homemade studio in the background, so you know where I am today. First off, I would like to thank my YouTube team that made it possible for me to get to Naples. I was in Fort Lauderdale for a sad occasion, but I took the time out to run across 2.5 hours. Well, I didn't do any driving. My team did the driving. 2.5 hours to Naples from Fort Lauderdale in some bad weather, and 2 hours coming back. So I'd like to thank my YouTube team of Fort Lauderdale, Miss Priya Ramdeo, Miss Anupa, and Amanda Ramdian of Fort Lauderdale. I love you guys so much, and I really appreciate what you did for me, taking your time off your busy Sunday schedule from going to Mandir and having breakfast with me and making that run all the way to Naples. By the time we got back, it was straight to the airport and back on a plane to get back to New York for work on Monday. I guess you guys that kind of follow me on Facebook know that I have a very hectic schedule. Once I'm not at home, I'm working at my automotive shop, which is like the same thing I've been doing all of my life. I love what I do. It's not work. It's a pleasure being there every day and doing something that you love. I totally enjoy my work. Anyway, I want to say thank you to Mr. Peter Da Silva and Shelly Da Silva for accommodating us with no upfront notice. It was just an impromptu visit on the whim of, I was there in Fort Lauderdale. I said, I'm not going to miss this opportunity. So we took a chance. I got his home address and turned up there for a surprise visit. He and Shelly were very warm, accommodated us. We sat down and had a really nice, entertaining conversation. I still yet don't have the ability to do Facebook and YouTube Live, so I have not yet transferred that live from last Sunday onto YouTube. But when I do, I definitely will post it on my Facebook, and then you guys can, who are not on Facebook, can look it up on YouTube. It was fascinating talking to this guy. I mean, he brought the 70s alive for me. I could not believe I was actually having a conversation with this guy. And he was so cool about it. You gotta watch the live. As soon as I put it on YouTube, I will be posting the information. So you can you really need to see that interview. Awesome, 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 awesome chatting with a legend, you know. I guess my assistant just applied the word I was looking for to describe him. He is a legend on the grass, like I said, and on the circuit. Phenomenal guy. More to come on him. I would also like to thank Mr. Keith and Jared Ramnarine, Keith of Grass Track fame. His son Jared is participating in go-kart racing in Canada. He races a lot in Canada, but also in the US. I have tons of information on young Jared, which I will be bringing you on my Facebook page as we go along. So that's most of it is on the Fort Lauderdale trip last Sunday, but today we're going to talk about the last 3 events on the Guyana calendar. The endurance, which is next Sunday, the 29th of September. It will be the last endurance for the year. And it seems like information is really hard to get out of Guyana. I guess you can get oil easier than you can get information. And partly that's because there's like one group of people that is in charge of the 3 events for the rest of the year. I get most of my information from Miss Cheryl Gonzalez. Easily accessible, has all the facts, but she is burdened by being the only person, you know, I can reach out to get this information. So, I mean, I've only been involved in motor racing for 40 years, so who am I to say? But I would, you know, I would like to suggest you have little subcommittees, like one for endurance racing, you know, one go-to person that, you know, can share information and get stuff out there. One person for the drags. I can watch the drags. I can contact someone for the drags, which is coming up on the 20th of October. And this is a second, not the first. They will be having a mainstay on the Essequibo coast. Last year was the first time the people on the Essequibo coast would have been able to see live drag racing for the first time. It's at the Mainstay Airstrip, part of the Mainstay group of company. So that is being run in conjunction with Mr. Joel Fredericks. I will be getting you more information as the date gets closer on the participants and, you know, all the details. But definitely one of the biggest events on the Essequibo coast. October 20th is that date. So you can look forward to motor racing coming to the Essequibo. First form of motor racing on the Essequibo would have taken place in 1990. September of 1990, the GMRC held their first ever grass track at the Hampton Court Ground, which was owned by the Cayman Sankar group of companies at that time. That would have been the first time motor racing was taken to the Essequibo coast. So that's going to be like 34 years ago. Last year, like I said, they had the Mainstay drags, which was very, very successful. And I'm sure it's going to be successful again this year with Mr. Joel Fredericks involved. You are very sure it's going to be a huge event. And like I said, bringing motor racing to the Essequibo Coast is quite an accomplishment. It took 33 years maybe to get, cars down there on a track. It's phenomenal to bring the sport to the people. That's kind of hard to do, especially with motor cars. Grass track was easy. We would do Hampton Court, Anna Regina, and other grounds. You just turn up and you can race on a ground. But having a drag requires a special length. 1,320 feet is the quarter mile. So that surface has to be properly prepped and everything for the speed of the cars that are on, that are on display. So that's quite an accomplishment, being able to bring motor racing to the Essequibo Coast. And the people responsible for that, of course, like I said, Mr. Joel Fredericks of the Mainstay Group of Companies. And I just got some breaking news from Team Cams. Now, Team Cams is a US-based racing team comprised of West Indians. So we have, Cams is basically Caribbean American motor racing club. So we have people from Guyana, people from Barbados, people from Trinidad that's involved with the club. The club was formed in 2000 when I came to the country. I was the founding, person to get the club on the road. So I have been involved in this club for a long time. I've watched it grow over the years, So finally, after 24 years, they're going to put together the largest contingent of drivers and cars. A total of 16 drivers and cars should be participating out of the U.S. I just got word from the president, Mr. Afraz Ali. 4 additional cars are being shipped out for this November meet. And one car is going to be driven by Mr. Afraz Ali. It's a Group 2 Civic. Mr. Emran Baksh will be piloting a 2nd Gen RX-7, also in Group 2. In Group 3, we have Mr. Alex London, son of Compton London. He's driving an EG Civic in the Group 3. Mr. Aubrey Mitchell, who has been to Guyana in the early 2000s, he will be piloting S2000. I haven't confirmed the group as yet, but once we get closer to the date, I will be getting information. I will be getting these guys in the studio, chatting, giving us their history in motor racing. Like I said, it's one of the biggest contingent out of the U.S. That's going to be going to Guyana. So you can look forward to, having these guys come in here. It's going to be easy for me because they're all based in New York. So I have easy access to these guys. Compared to the other guys that I'm tracking down on, on the grass track scene, they are scattered all over the country. I have to, make certain arrangements to get out there, but I will be bringing you all of this interviews as soon as I can put it together, put my hands. I would also like to tell you that two of my friends that I don't know how you say it, friends, whatever, more than friends, have been so interested and impressed by the work that I'm trying to do. They have offered to buy me the equipment to go professional. So bear with me. I am being offered, you know, to acquire the equipment that I need to go professional, meaning like I can do the YouTube and Facebook Live, and I can then be able to show you pictures and you know, videos and everything. At this point, I'm just operating, like I said, with my phone. I'm broadcasting just on Facebook Live, and then I repost on YouTube. So hopefully that will materialize sooner than later, and you know, I'll be able to step up my game a little. You can look forward to me getting out there and finding these guys, these past champions, and sitting down with them just like I did with Mr. Da Silva last weekend. You can look forward to seeing some of the guys in Guyana. Once I get there in November, I'll try to sit down with some of the guys that I know really well. Mr. Jadro Hammond, we've already had some discussions regarding that. Mr. Ray Raham and Mr. Andrew King, I yet have to talk to him, but he is such a cool guy. I know it will never be a problem chatting with him. So I'm hoping in November, when I get there, I'd be able to sit down with some of these old timers and bring you some information. What else I got? So like I said, the endurance race is next Sunday. I don't have much information on it. Still waiting on Miss Cheryl Gonzalez to have me out with some info. All I got was like 7 people registered, nothing more but that. Once I have information, you know. So what I've decided to do is I am already working on the drags, the mainstay drags in Essequibo. And once the endurance is over, which is next Sunday, I will be focusing on that. And like I said, November 10th, the ENET Race of Champions. That's the biggest event of the year, and that'll be my focus right after. I'd like to wish Mr. Chris Saw, one of my Facebook friends and fan, a happy birthday. Chris is from Montrose on the East Coast. Celebrated his birthday yesterday, and we had a little chat late at night. Chris, I hope you enjoyed your birthday. I would like to bring you an update on the ENET race of November 10th. My very good brother, Mr. Ravi Singh, is coming back after a 3-year break, and he has acquired a 600 Yamaha, which he will be racing in the 600 group. He would like to thank his sponsors, which I can't find the list he sent me, but I will definitely get it before the 10th of November. So you can stay tuned on his progress. I would like to welcome him back and wish him all the best in his endeavors. He's such a cool guy and very, very hardworking. I'm sure he will do well for the November meet. You know, he knows the circuit like the back of his hand. He will be riding a new Yamaha 600, which he already told me he's been up to the track trying to sort out the bike, and he's getting accustomed to it. So once we get closer down to November, I will bring you more updates on that. Like I said, I'm looking forward to talking to Mr. Keith Ramnarine and Jared. And hopefully I've already set up a date with Mr. Keith Ramnarine when I'm down there in Guyana for the November race. We also down, as you all know, he was a past grass track champion. He's one of the people I looked up to. And when I came into racing, he supported me being a sponsor when I was racing in the 90s. So I would like to thank Mr. Keith Ramnarine for his sponsorship during those days. And now that I'm doing something different, he is also trying to help me out in that area of, you know, getting the YouTube channel started. He has the faith that I'm going to do well. I hope I will, you know, not disappoint him. So I guess I've covered most of it. Just want to update you guys, like I said, on the 4 cars that are being shipped out for the November 10th race, which is Group 2 Civic, driven by Mr. Afraz Ali, Mr. Emran Baksh, newcomer to Guyana, but not to the sport. He's a export shifter car driver here in the U.S., and he drives cars as well. But, you know, best known for his shifter car experience. Alex London, like I said, the son of Compton London, will be driving his EG Civic in the Group 3, and Aubrey Mitchell will be piloting S2000. Hey, Mr. Stanislaus, how are you? You're kind of late, but that's all right. So I would say that's all I have for this weekend. Things are looking up. I hope you guys can go watch the live with Mr. Peter Da Silva. It's on my Facebook for 30 days. So if you look up my profile and go to my posts, you can find it. But as soon as I put it on YouTube, I will let you guys know that it's posted, and there you have full access to it. You can watch it at any time. Like I said, I would like to thank Mr. Da Silva for letting me into his home, and his wife Shelly for, you know, accommodating us. We had a really, really short but sweet time, and we had a very, very informative conversation regarding racing in the 70s. Like I said, it was a dream come true to sit down with this guy and actually talk to him. He was the first person I was able to reach out to after a list of, I don't know how many guys I was able to contact from the 70s. Mr. Kamil Hanif was the first guy I spoke to, and Peter was the last guy. And Peter ended up being interviewed before anyone else. It just so happened because I was down there in Florida last weekend. So guys, I want to thank you for your time. I hope I can get this show on the road pretty soon, get it a little more professional, and, you know, get more information as we go along. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it, and I want to say shout out to Chandra Tiwari Khan, who is watching, Aubrey, Saint Stanislaus, Bettencourt, Shane Kumar, Radhika Ramjit, Michael Jaikaran, Shaniza Jaikaran, my sister, Raymond Passad of the Barbados Rotary fame, Lance Brassi, Sabita Mangra, Chad, who helped me with a lot of information on the grass track people. Bootsman in Canada, Navin in New York, Mr. Terry Verasamy. I want to thank you all for watching. I guess I'll see you on the live next Sunday. Enjoy your week. See you next Sunday. Thank you.